Here we go, walking down the street. Hi, everybody. Happy Friday night. And look who I have with me. I have beautiful Valerie, and we're just commiserating about these solar flares. And we're going to talk a little bit about them tonight. But I want everybody to know, if you don't already know, and I know Annie knows, and she's here, that the aurora borealis is going to be visible to all of us, the northern lights, if you've got no cloud cover anyway. And of course, up in Seattle and Montana and some of those places, it's going to be a lot brighter, bigger, whatever. But Val should be able to see it in Virginia. You should be able to see it in parts of Alabama as well, I think. So I got 11 o'clock is what they told me.
Wow.
So, we can check on it. And yeah, Annie, that's great. You and your husband are going to look at it. That's awesome. Yeah. Glad to hear that. Yeah.
I mean, we never get to see this.
No, we don't. We didn't get the eclipse here. And so,
No, it's something else. We're in a serious portal. I don't think we've been in a portal this big in our lifetimes.
No, we haven't. And this solar flare, the last time was 165 years ago.
Yeah.
And knocked out the telegraph for many, 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 many. I don't even know if it was years, but it was bad. It was pretty bad. And so, and I have to tell you, I have Starlink. I don't care for you know who, but that's what I have to have up here in the woods. So they said that might go kaputty tonight. So if I disappear, you'll know why. Anyway, yeah. It's so good to see everybody. And thank you, Annie. Keith is doing okay. Went to the nephrologist today. And yesterday went down and had they injected radiation or something into him. I never heard of this, to take this, to simulate exercise. And then they did heart stuff on him. And we haven't got the results of it yet, but they sure are trying everything. So that's
thankfully
all
they're trying.
Yeah.
But this is so bizarre.
It is bizarre. Yeah. But I really do get that. And Valerie agrees. And so does Terry Renner when I was talking to her today. He's also got ascension symptoms. And so on top of everything else. Why not? Right?
Yeah, that's what Annie Bear's saying here. She's going through a lot of ascension levels. It is kicking my butt. I'm not, I'm not hurting, but I feel disconnected from my body. I feel like I'm floating. I feel real spacey. And,
I do.
All day I kind of knew this stuff was going on. And this morning I saw there was an X class happening, but I didn't see it right away. Then I saw it a few hours later, and I got clear guidance to just sit there, lay around, let it integrate. I had to run out for a minute, came back.
Yeah.
And the whole time I'm getting ready, I'm doing deep breathing. Like I've
been out of breath all day, Valerie. I've been out of, and for me, I was telling Valerie, I have a pattern that I put on my phone to open my phone. I couldn't remember what it was, which is ridiculous. And when I was out driving, I felt like I was above myself.
Yeah.
Looking down on myself. It was weird. So, yeah.
It is weird, isn't it? I was feeling that all day. And here we are, right?
Yeah.
It's going to trigger, they're light codes. This is a lot of energy. I mean, you see how big the sun is compared to Earth. We're really just a little dot. And there's 6 rolling in, 6 or 7 now. What did you say?
Yep. 7 now. Yep.
And they're just boom, 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 boom.
Plasma coming. Yeah.
But that plasma clears out density. This is the beauty of it. So just think of all the pain and trauma that's happened on Mother Earth. Think of all the pain and trauma that's happened to each of us throughout multiple lifetimes for 26,000 years. Let's just go back that far. There's to me, this is speaking loud about we're jumping a timeline.
Oh, definitely. We're all accelerating. Yeah. Yeah.
I need to drink water, Randy. My throat keeps going. I don't.
Mine does too. Okay. So I don't see, like you, I don't see that they're totally negative things happening, just
Mm-mm,
unusual and
mhm,
tiring things. And I'm not
mhm.
sleeping at night. I can't
Yeah,
sleep at
no.
night. Yeah, that's not
Mm,
helping. But
mm,
yeah, it's very, very fascinating. They said that first I thought it was only 6 times the size, but no, I read it's
mm,
15 times the size. The sunspot is 15 times the size of the Earth, and those coronal mass ejections are coming right at the United States.
mhm,
And
mhm.
we need it. We need to wake up. We need
We
to wake
do.
up, all of
It is
us.
a wake-up call.
It is a
It's
wake up
gonna
call.
wake up a
Yep.
lot of people. And those of
Yep.
us who are already awakened are going
Right.
to receive our gifts and
Yeah.
skills and abilities. The psychic abilities turn up really high in
Uh,
these solar maximums, right?
yep.
It's pretty much
Yep.
when I had the last solar maximum is when I had my real
Upgrade.
awakening, I guess I want
Yeah.
to say. I was in
Uh-huh.
so much pain. I had migraines. I was in the doctor every day. My body
Uh-huh.
was falling apart, literally to the point of I didn't think I was going to make it, you know.
I get it.
But
That's how
we
he
didn't
feels
know.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how he feels.
See, that's
See?
how I
So
mean,
everybody gets it differently. What I
yeah,
really want to say though is I've always seen information on the ejections or the solar flares on spiritual channels, spiritual papers, things like that.
mm,
But I've never, ever seen it through NOAA
yeah,
and on CNN and ABC. And it's like when this is on there, I feel like, wow, we finally have people opening their eyes and seeing things that are happening in there, even though they may
absolutely.
not understand it. Yeah. That they're or at least
And
reporting it. Yeah.
165 years ago, when the
Mhm.
telegraph went out for about what was that, 6 months?
A
I mean,
long time.
imagine everything is plugged in now. Now, I don't want to spread fear because I
Right.
don't think it's going to
No.
happen. I think
Mhm.
that as the energy comes in and it's high vibrational, I actually
Mhm.
think it elevates even the electricity, elevates the power plants,
Sure.
elevates things.
Sure.
I mean,
That's
if there's
yeah.
if it's a little bit of a older system, it may
Uh-huh.
need to be, upgraded or something. But
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
Well, I read somewhere that it's Terry Renner's near the New Madrid Fault,
oh
and
wow,
they're talking about that. And of course, you live in you're basically underwater area of Virginia Beach area is below sea level. So
yeah,
I find that to be,
yeah, it's
anyway.
bizarre, and I've seen a couple of articles lately that the East Coast, right on the coast, is going to be
Mhm.
underwater and
Yeah. Yep.
really soon. And
Very soon. Thank you, Annie. I'm
mhm,
doing okay. I'm doing okay. After I got off, I talked to a guy named Charlie Brown who was giving me a hard time about fixing my kitchen, and I've talked to another guy named Jimmy, and he's the one. Charlie Brown can go back and Lucy and all the others, and because he's a clown, but
he's a
Charlie Brown.
Jimmy's a good
Anyway,
guy.
let's say hi to a few folks. I want to make sure I say
Yeah.
hello. So Jen is here, and Jen and Karen Robinson. It's good to see you. Roxy Roxy. CJ is here. Annie Bear, of course. Barbara Nesper. Nice to see you all these Washington folks. Randy's here. Randy in Tucson, I don't think you're going to see any of that. So it doesn't show it on the map that it goes that low, but you never know.
You never know.
Create Love. Create Love is here. Joyful Journeys here. M. Steve, it's nice to see you.
I am.
Linda Kennedy, my dear friend. I'm going to talk to you this week, I promise. So Annie says, I'm going through a lot of ascension levels. Each has a deep sorrow. Understanding deep and then light is released. Except, you're just really growing exponentially is what it is. Hi, Anya. It's nice to see you.
And that deep sorrow was hitting me all day.
Yep.
I
Yeah.
mean, like I was
Feeling it right
heartbroken.
here. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh.
heartbroken. Like I didn't know I can't pinpoint it. I can't say it. To me, it's the sorrow of humanity that hasn't really had true freedom for so long.
For so long. And
Really, really.
and the people are trying to turn back the clock of what we had already accomplished. Yeah. So that is sorrowful. I agree with you. Yeah. High Hypnicity and Laurie Hunsinger. Oh, so 3 of the CMEs have hit the earth, only 3 more to go. Okay. We can deal with that. Flowing. So nice to see you, Flowing. Thanks for being here.
I haven't seen Flowing.
Carolyn Ochoa. Nice to see you. Annie, you say that you feel massive energies moving through even your teeth, and you stayed out in nature. Good for you. Good for you.
That's the best. Laura, that's one of the best things to do is ground yourself into nature.
I did that. I went out and walked in the grass for quite a while.
Oh, nice.
Yep. Lori says you're describing me today, also Valerie. So must have been what she went through last time this happened. So I hope that you are doing okay. And Flowing, you feel loopy? That's a good one.
Yeah,
I haven't had a drink in 35 years, and that's kind of how I feel, loopy.
Yeah, I feel very loopy.
Loopy doopy.
Yep. And kind of like my body's buzzing. Like,
yeah. And we need water. We need water. Thank you. Joyful, you walked your dog on a trail for 2 hours. Well, there you go. Oh. It was good for the both of you. Yes.
Yeah.
Froxy, I had a hot spot on the right side of the top of my head on and off for the last few months. That's isn't that your crown chakra activating, or any that might be above your crown chakra?
Yeah, that's what that is. Because we do get turned on, or the energy gets turned up in us, usually very slow, and it's not a harsh energy, but let's face it, this is not easy. And in 2011, 2010, 2012, when I went through this, oh my goodness, I really, and my God showed me nobody was talking about solar flares. You could barely find this information. It was like, the real woo-woo people had
real woo folk,
and they brought me to it, and I was like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this. And who am I going to tell? Doctors already thought I was crazy.
Well, we told Keith's doctor something about, the psychics are telling us this and that, and they're like, okay. I don't really care at this point.
No, I don't either. And the more this happens, the more that
it's going to be out there.
Going to go away. Right. That's right. Yeah. Absolutely. Because we're all psychic. We're all intuitive. We're not all empathic, but we all have these gut knowings. You know. And
hi, Amanda and Annie. I've had the muscle pain. I get it. I've been getting in the hot tub, and I know not everybody has a hot tub, but it's like my soothing place to go. So. Your daughter sent you a picture of a bug in a tree, and it looked like something from. Aren't they supposed to be cicadas? Is it cicadas?
Yeah.
Aren't they flooding in as well?
Yeah.
It's
now they don't bite. They don't bite. They don't hurt you. They just they do this life cycle every 18 years, but there's two kinds or two groups of them that are doing it. So it's supposedly going to get very loud and. But they eat a lot of bugs. They're really good for the soil.
Okay.
When they pass away.
They're not locusts, though, right? They're not locusts, are they?
No.
Okay. All right.
Locusts are kind of look like a bigger. I think it's like a bigger. Oh my goodness, what are those things called? Grasshopper.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah.
They're bigger. Yeah.
So Mickey is down in Australia, and I saw some pictures that someone took of the aurora borealis, but in New Zealand, but down in your neck of the woods down there at the bottom of the world. And they were beautiful, all pink sky and light blue and green. Yeah. Isn't that great?
Yeah. The first one I saw was from the UK, and it looked just like you're explaining.
So
beautiful. It was a really epic time to be alive.
Oh, that's wonderful. You had your celebration for your niece. Congratulate her from us for getting her master's degree, and how wonderful that you all went to go see Mom.
Oh,
That's beautiful, Steve.
yeah.
Very nice. Very
Your
nice.
mom.
Yeah.
I think of your mom every now and then and send her love.
I know. She's a cutie pie.
Yeah, she is.
There you go, Randy. Yeah, take a salt bath. That's a good idea. Yeah, that will help. Yeah. All right. Hi, T. Lynn. And Amanda says she had her hair cut today. I have a headache after. P.S. I can work with it. The haircut. Headache was fast. Well, and Marina's going through that. Marina's had it for like days and days on Heartand, so I get it. Yeah. Yeah.
And the migraines were awful. I had an 8-month migraine at first. Yep. They couldn't find out what was wrong with me, and I can't remember what happened though before that. But
Hi, Lisa. Yeah.
Hi, nice Lisa. How are you?
Photos Against Anxiety, Hypnicity, Esther, Lisa Sather. My goodness, everybody, we're so happy to have you with us. Hi, Teacher Barbara.
Everybody's so beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's actually,
and you know what?
Really
Go ahead. No.
It's actually really helping me, it being in your all's energy. I mean, I was literally like shaky. You know, and I'm starting to feel calmer.
Feel a little better? Okay.
Yeah, so we can, we utilize each other because we're all powerful beings of light, and let's ground this beautiful energy and help Mother Earth, raise the vibration.
Absolutely. And hypnicity, I have accomplished very little today myself, and it's okay. And we have to just say, we know when to stop. And that happened to me Wednesday. That's why, or Tuesday rather, I couldn't do the dream show that Tuesday. I was exhausted from taking him to the hospital and everything. And I slept all day. I think I slept like 12 hours in the middle of the day. And I felt so much better when it was over. And we all need that.
Yes, we do. That's part of the ascension symptoms too. When your body goes to sleep, or you just want to lay there and meditate, and it's a really good time to meditate because it's lucid dreaming. It's really cool.
It's
take
big
that
for
time
that.
for yourself. Yeah,
absolutely. So Barbara, you're going to love this. I was out walking one time in my neighborhood, and I came out from behind a certain place. And this man was driving on the main road, and he stopped his car and he said, "You had a bear following you."
Oh my God.
And so I bought one of those blaring horns, like on a boat, and I didn't go out that way ever again without it, because I didn't want to be lunch,
No.
So, wow. It's Julie.
Crazy. Would she say her fingers are?
Yeah, fingers are all swollen. Yep.
Like numb. Next, it feels like there's energy coming out of the tips of my fingers. See, Diana.
Yeah.
Diana always makes time to go for her walks. I mean,
she does. She's very good about that. She takes those babies. Aley says she's full of energy. Barbara, you're hot tub at the beach. Yeah, there you go. Don't know about ascension symptoms, but I did have a tooth pulled several days ago. Well, Steve, I hope you're okay. Yeah. Oh, they look like a giant horsefly, Laura. The is it the cicadas or are you talking about the locusts? I don't know.
Yeah, the cicadas are they're big, they're thick, and they just usually stick on the tree. They just make a lot of noise. At least here in Virginia, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Mickey says she's too far north to get the lights. Hi, Juno. It's good to see you, dear.
Juno. So cool. Juno's just throwing content out there. So
that's great. That's wonderful. Lisa, I have this every day. My husband's blood pressure goes up to like 2 something, and then went down to 73 over something. So it's this blood pressure thing is like and he nearly passed out. So, anyway, he's doing better today, but it's kind of weird just how that's, yeah. All right, Jen, I'm thinking of all you special people supporting you about your move. I've been a woman on a mission. Good for you. Starting a new life. She was given 30 days notice to get out of her condo or to raise the rent 700 and something or whatever it was. And so she's moving in with her best friend for a while till she knows where her place is going to be. And it's like so exciting for her. It's a whole new life. So
and that's part of this time of year. This May is what I'm trying to say.
Yep.
For 5 years, we felt like we've been stuck in the mud, but things will come real quick, and they'll come out of the blue. That's that Uranus, right? And just all of a sudden, there's change. You have to figure this out. This is going on. Stuff with Keith. Think about that. That's at Uranus. Because they've been hanging out for a while. Became conjunct on the 21st of April. Well, now check this out. It's going on. It's ongoing. Mm-hmm. On the 18th, Venus, Sun, Uranus, and Jupiter will be within 5-degree orb. I mean, this is like write your ticket. Give the universe your biggest dream, your wishes, everything. Give details. That's what this month is for. It's Taurus. And it's the best month to manifest anyway, but it hasn't been for 5 years. So it's kind of like Spirit is catching up with us, kind of like extra potent and powerful. Yeah. It's just so cool.
Well, I'm sorry to hear your son's cerebral palsy has been painful today. We will send him a lot of love and support.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Hi, Esther.
much love to everybody. Yes. Thanks everybody for sharing all these things.
Yes.
Yeah. Hi, Moira. Hi, Harley. Good to see you too. Jen realized the first time in 33 years having kids depending on me. First time I'll be Jenny. Please stand by. This could be interesting. It's about time, honey.
I love it. I love it. I love it. And see, that kind of excitement that she has is what we all need to go forward. Go for it, whatever it is for you. Venus rules are what we love and value. I don't care what sign it's in. All Venus. That's what Venus represents. Go for it. It's just a powerful time. And it's something I keep getting is it's create the foundation. We all know that it's going to be a bumpy year, because election, we see what's going on in the news. Please, if you can help it, don't watch the news. Only feed yourself what you really care about, what you love and value. I know we all want to check up on it, but every time I check up on it, I just get more disheartened than I was,
sucked down into it. I get it. I totally get
it.
It is very wonderful though to have all this energy here. And Annie, you're absolutely right. We can really make and manifest whatever we want at this point, and just take all of that energy that we might be feeling and channel that into something so much better for all of us. So,
because this is a collective, right? This is not just, individually this is going on, but this is mainly happening to the collective. As we experience these solar flares, things like that are all these different conjunctions and aspects. And, today we have Neptune sextile Jupiter. That's really nice, but Neptune is at 29 degrees. Pisces, the last degree of the zodiac until March. So that's, I think it goes, I got to look at that. And maybe Diana knows. I think it goes back to 28, but I'm not sure. Either way, it's right there at that 29 degrees. So this is a higher consciousness. We're being rebooted.
there you go.
It's Pisces. Neptune in Pisces is spirit, that vast unknown that just, there's no
Yeah.
limits, there's no boundaries, there's no rules. And that's kind of how we have to think of going forward. Those old rules and constructs that we have
Yeah.
been forced to live under, let's be honest, are not, they're not the way forward. You know,
Nope.
anything life negating, anything that takes away from another isn't going with us. And
Right.
as we're 3 dimension and higher right now, kind of straddle that. It's just that kind of energy doesn't work in the higher vibrations. It will not work. This is what's being healed, right? This is the end of this era, the end of the Piscean age going into the Aquarian age. But the Aquarian age is also the golden age.
Yep.
It's crazy. It's
It
crazy.
is crazy. I love this, Laura. We've got a form of a super PAC.
Yes, we did.
I feel like, what was it? Will Robinson, didn't he have like this, they could fly around? Remember that flying pack that they had on Lost in Space?
Oh, yeah, that's cool. I think Terry and I were talking about that yesterday. Well, hovercrafts, because Randy and I were talking about it. But it's like that kind of stuff is coming in. You know, it's more telepathy, more knowing, you know, but you can't be a shitty, excuse my language, a shitty person and live in a higher dimension. You're heart-centered and soul-centered and loving and kind, and you want to see the best for everyone. That's where we're going. You know, that's the way forward. So
that's right.
That lower vibration just cannot exist in a higher vibration. And as we get pulled apart further and further, we'll see, you know, it'll just be, it won't even be like, oh, look, it's like this. It's just going to be naturally. Like, that's natural and normal.
Definitely.
This is not natural and normal. This stuff where the circus we got to witness all the time, it's not natural, not normal.
No. And you know, the person that who shall not be named, one of his tweets that he had, or no, it was something that he wrote in a book, and they brought it up in court today, and I thought it was really interesting because all he talks about is how that you have to get even with people. You can't put up with people. You have to get even. You have to be hateful and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking, not anymore. Not this energy. Yeah.
In his book, he was proud of the fact that he stepped on people and did all this nefarious stuff to get ahead. No, that's not going forward. Thank you, Diana. You're amazing. And so then it goes back to 29 in March. So it goes back 3. Okay. It's still that last 3 degrees, right? It's just kind of hovering over. But it's a spiritual wake-up call. Now we're already at that, you know, that spiritual wake-up call has hit us a long time ago. Right. So this is good for the people who don't know that there's something going on, what's going on, you know? A lot of people will wake up. And I mean, it's just natural to go with your heart, I think. I don't know.
That's why I thought it was important to share on my regular Facebook page about the CME and the solar storms, because people are going to be experiencing things and they don't know why.
Exactly.
And they may still not believe in it, but at least they have a reason. And it reminds me of, because we know Mercury goes into retrograde and what happens. Other people are like, I don't know what's going on, but nothing works. You know, everything broke. And we're like, yep.
Yeah, I know. I post all kinds of stuff like that, especially this heart-centered, soul-centered, spiritual stuff. I post that constantly on my Facebook. And I try to stick to the planets, but it's a higher vibrational message in my community board. So I feel that's our number one job.
Yeah, it is. And Hypnicity says she's paying more attention to what people are going through and paying more attention to praying for their happiness. And Teresa says, I don't think you're a bad person, by the way, Teresa.
Yeah.
Linda G and a few other psychics have said, we need to do this. We
Yeah.
need to send white light to this
I,
person.
I was told in 2016 when I thought my guides lied to me because they told me he wasn't going to win, and they said he didn't, and I kept arguing. And they said he didn't, and I said what, he cheated, and that's what happened. So I was angry. I'd have to say I was really, really angry for about a year or so. And they said the only way you're going to get over this anger is by sending him love.
Yeah.
Is keep sending him love, and those like him. So
it's hard to do when you're so upset. But,
right.
Yeah, it is. It's the only way to get it to, that's what we're doing when we become spiritual people. We are embracing the idea that what we can't really judge other people because that's what they're doing, and we don't want to be like that. So it's very hard. Yeah.
And then it comes down to this fine line, because you have to discern, you have to have boundaries of some kind, and and discern is, instead of judging people. Okay, if there's something off about them, and you feel weird all the time and you're around them, I mean, it's just not who you're to be around.
That's correct.
It's hard to do, especially if it's family and friends, or I don't know. I don't want to talk bad about anyone, but it's not easy. But if you have to look at it like, my guides are leading me to discern what energy is in the highest vibration of my energy, and send them love. I send everybody love. It's very,
they need it the most, actually. These people that don't love themselves, or they either love themselves to the point of narcissism, or they don't love.
Right.
And by the way, the son was supposed to be an RNC. Barron was made an RNC person for the state of Florida, and he declined. We were talking about it today.
Wait, what do you mean?
Well, what happens when you go to the RNC or the DNC, you have representatives go in, and each one's a vote for the person that they want to be the candidate of that party.
Okay.
And so they made a couple of I think it's Tiffany and Don Jr. and somebody else, and Barron was going to be the youngest because he just turned 18. And tonight I saw that he's declined it. He doesn't want to go. And I thought, that's my boy. He looks just like his mother. Oh my God.
Yeah, he does. It's a handsome It's a handsome guy. I can't imagine having his life.
No, I can't either. So Anya said that's the challenge, to send that level of love and forgiveness to someone who would happily grind you under his heel. And you're absolutely right. It reminds me of when there are people that have their children are murdered, or their partner was murdered, and they go in and they forgive the murderer. I mean, there's no greater love than that. I mean, I'm sure they don't forget, but they move on from that anger. And
the thing with Ansha, I had a really hard time with forgiveness. I couldn't do it, and this is a while back. My guide said it doesn't have to be I forgive. You accept.
Right.
Accept what is. Accept it and continue to send that. That is hard to do. I was so mad when they were telling me this stuff. I was yelling, cussing them out all the time. I said, I don't even know why you're talking. How do you get over that? How do people get over abuse? How does that happen? But love does it, actually.
Yes, it does. And I aspire to be that person, because I think it's something you have to work at. I don't know. Yeah, I really do.
Absolutely. Every day I do this little thing to Mother Earth. I send, bless the water, bless the air, bless the soil, bless every molecule of life on Mother Earth. So this way, and then I see whatever colors I'm being guided to. And rainbow's been the latest thing, but And so whenever I start to drop or I feel down, like today when I was just like devastated. I just felt like someone kicked
I
me in
get
the
it.
gut, you know?
Uh-huh.
And
I get it.
I say stuff like that every time I feel like that or
Ah,
something toward
it
something
brings,
like
and what happens is we say it or we feel it, and then it brings our vibration low,
that.
and it's harder to get it back up to just even keel, because we've done it to ourselves, and yet we can we certainly can. I don't know. I hate it when something happens and somebody will say to me, "What are you having, a pity party?" You know, it's like,
Mm,
no, I'm not,
mm,
but I'm not having a
mm,
good day, and it's
mm,
okay. It's okay.
mm. Yeah, it's not all gonna be. I mean, they're not. Especially here, we're at the very end of an age. We're in chaos. We're in
Hmm.
chaos. It's hard to really watch what is going on out there.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, it
it's
really
hard.
is.
And if it, you get tangled in it. You get pulled
Hmm.
in, whether you just read the headline or whatever.
Yeah,
You know.
absolutely. So today on the news, um, I read that Joe has decided not to send any more bombs to Israel
Nothing.
if he was going to go into Rafah. Well, I think everybody really wanted that to happen. And yet all I'm hearing is Liz Cheney and a few others, oh, they shouldn't do that. We have to support Israel. And then tonight, before we came on, somebody said that it's a war crime. It's a war crime that they're doing because we're supplying the bombs and they're bombing people that aren't fighting them really anymore.
Absolutely. I mean, it's
Yeah,
and see, this
yeah,
is common sense stuff, but they want to sit there and
I know.
debate it on TV like, oh, it's good. We kill 100,000 people every year for nothing. Like who would think
Yeah,
that is
I
a
know.
good thing to
And
do?
yet
I don't understand
I'm certainly on the side of the people that were attacked by Hamas and lost their
it.
loved ones and had terrible, horrible things happen to them. It's not that I don't, see that. It's just like, are we that insane?
Well, see, and that's part of the construct that's got to be
Hmm.
healed, right?
Okay.
Because that's what they do every day, 24 hours, every second of every day. Divide, fear, hate, divide, fear, hate. And they just keep playing on repeat. And here
Hmm.
we are, right? Like, I don't have to hate everybody. That's
No.
because you tell me to. I just
Right.
think it makes common sense not to go
Yeah.
killing people, women and children who have nothing to
Nothing
begin
to
with.
do with it. Right.
And then uh, uh,
And the aid
Trump,
workers.
what's the name? Trump's son-in-law. I don't know his name.
Oh,
He's
Jared. Yeah.
talking about how to build condos. That's all they care about. They
On
want
the
that man.
water. Yeah. On the
Yeah.
water. Yeah. And then I saw last night that he just talked to a bunch of billionaires and said, I need you to raise $1 billion for my campaign, and I will take down all the for the oil companies. I'll take all the things away that Joe put in
Um,
place. And so let's just kill each. It's all about. It's ridiculous. Anyway.
and
Yeah.
see, it's got to stop. There's got to be an end to it. How much
Mhm.
more can we keep doing? We're raping Mother Earth. We're poisoning everything's got forever chemicals. The water's
Mhm.
not clean. The soil's not clean. The air's
Yeah.
not clean. It's got to come to an end. I just
Yeah.
don't get it.
Yeah.
And here we are. We're holding that space for a higher vibration, right? So everyone can live in a higher,
Higher. Yes.
harmony.
The higher
It's
world.
not. I
Yeah.
don't mean higher superior at
No,
all. I
no, I know
mean,
what you mean.
right,
Dimensionally
yeah,
higher, more
yeah,
aware, more woke.
yeah.
So, Michelle, you're right. Forgiveness is a reminder to make better choices moving
Yeah,
forward. Satsang is a practice in Vedic philosophy that involves maintaining good company, forgive, move on, and vibe higher. Yeah, we can forgive ourselves for what we've done too and move on
absolutely.
because it is for us anyway.
Yeah.
Mickey, I love this. We should finance drones that deliver food directly to children and adults. Thank you so much.
And how
Yeah.
easy that would be. It would,
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
we have
Yeah.
so many, but we'll
Uh-huh.
put a bomb in that drone, but we won't send
I know.
food
We won't
and
send a
blankets.
pizza. Yeah.
Right?
Um, so Teresa, you said the UN is planning on making Palestine a nation. I hope so. I hope so. They were there first. And
Yeah,
and
that's
and I
right.
they just have always had this, this really back and forth problem. I mean, Menachem Begin and
Mhm,
Anwar Sadat. And I mean, this went
mhm,
back to Jimmy Carter's times. Actually, even
mhm.
further than that, in the 40s.
Yeah, it was the
So
40s, right? Wasn't
yeah,
that the
that's right.
what was
Yeah.
that war? The
Oh, the
10-day war,
yeah, something like that, or the 8-Day War. Yeah, yeah.
8 day.
And they've had it over and over again. This is
Yeah.
not something new. My daughter was saying, when this first started back around Christmas time, she was saying, "I've never seen such devastation and trouble." And she wouldn't. She was born in 1977, and I said, "You just don't." I'm not downplaying anything that you're saying. It's just that
Mhm,
I grew up watching people kill each other on the news every night in the
mhm,
70s because that's what was on TV, and we were this is
Vietnam
how many
War.
people are dead
Mhm,
today, and,
mhm.
yeah, it's really awful.
And
Yeah.
and that's part of this brainwashing to the point of it's not even shocking anymore. This is just normal behavior. Right? It's just
Uh-huh.
normal that this is the death count today. And I remember being a kid looking at that going, "Oh my God, where am I?"
I
You know?
know, I know. Yeah, "Where am I?" is right, yeah. Um, so Gwen
Gwen is
is
right.
watching on TV, crying advise us to vote for the candidate that will cause the most chaos in the 2016 election. He's been a catalyst, and we knew that. My husband remembered that Cryon said that this would happen, and it did happen. And
Mhm.
I remember, saying actually, "If we do, we did it to ourselves.
Mhm.
We're responsible." But I do know that he cheated too. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Chiron
my.
is nice. And that's another thing,
Yeah.
right? America is in its sixth Chiron return. This is
Yep.
going to play out. This is because of all the distortion that we've been told that lies are the truth and the truth is lies. I mean, it's just been
Yeah.
and the media is complicit. Look what they're doing. The media just they don't even anytime
Yeah.
and all the things Biden does. Oh my God! And they don't ever pump him up. They don't. It's
Yeah. Well,
uh, I don't trust them.
I do want to change the energy a little bit. I
Yeah.
think it's important for us to change the energy and to maybe have a meditation here tonight a little bit, or
Yeah.
positive something. Um,
Yes.
because focusing all on the negative is important, and it's something we need to flesh out for ourselves, and especially with all this extra weight coming down on us. But we also have to lighten ourselves up. And yeah, I
Right.
hear you. A break from politics is yeah,
Yes.
is
And
needed.
and I'm sorry it got to that,
No, no,
but the
no,
the
it's
thing
okay.
that's been really going on with me is the chakra. They've been bringing in this chakra center. Like we have more chakras coming in,
Oh
but
yeah,
literally doing these meditations go with, the higher white, the violet, the third eye, the indigo,
yeah, yeah,
the baby blue for the throat. Do these things like
yes, yes, yep,
every day. Ground. We
yeah,
that color is really going to help us, and it keeps you in. When you're
yep,
sitting there in color or whatever. I mean, it
yeah.
doesn't have to only be that kind of meditation, but
No, it doesn't. Yeah,
that's the
but
way.
yeah,
It's the way
uh-huh.
forward. You know.
Well, we also have chakras in our hands. We have them in
Yeah.
our feet. We have them in a lot of places, actually.
Yeah.
That's why people have healing hands.
Back of the neck. That's a
Back
big
of the neck,
one. When that
the
one gets
thymus is
full.
here. Yeah,
Yeah. High
right here,
heart.
thymus. Yep. So, and there's like 10 of them above our heads or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah. So, um,
Really
let's
cool.
and it's Mother's Day weekend, everybody.
I know.
Happy Mother's Day to all of you
Happy
mothers, whether you're
Mother's
a mother
Day.
of a child or a dog or a
Mhm.
cat or a bird
Happy
or
Mother's to Mother Earth.
And
Mother's
Mother
Gold
Earth.
Mother.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
she's our mama who's protecting us. I know,
I know.
she
Yeah.
could knock us all off of here in a matter of seconds if she wanted to,
She wanted to. Yeah.
but she
So
doesn't.
I would like to offer a meditation, and Val, if you want to give it, that's perfectly fine. But I just want to bring in the angels and the archangels. I
Okay.
want to ask them to protect and guide us. And as a psychic community or a spiritual
Okay.
community, to connect us to each other like we're standing in a huge, big circle underneath the stars and underneath the beautiful sky.
Oh,
And
that's a
it
pretty.
is, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
And grateful for just finding each other here. Amazing friendships, amazing sharing of knowing and knowledge. And yes, and let's balance out our chakras and let's try to see if we can lighten up over the weekend. And so if you want to go ahead and bring us into it,
Sure.
you go for it.
Aley, and let me say this first. Aley is the one who brought us all together.
Yes.
You're the first one I saw, and all these I've met. Well, I've watched all these other people because of you, because you had everybody on your show, and
Yeah,
those
it was
of us
fun.
who are heart centered and soul centered, really, I mean, we needed it during that time. We were in a
Yeah.
pandemic. I'm so
We were.
grateful for you,
Oh, thank
really.
you. I'm grateful for everyone. And people find this community when they really need it. I mean, maybe they've needed it earlier, but when the student is ready, the teacher appears. And we're all teachers and we're all students. So, yeah.
All right.
All right.
So
Oh.
let's put our feet on the ground and
Mhm.
see your spirit team above you because they're those top chakras. And breathe in. I'm going to say breathe in 3 deep breaths of gold, sparkly, iridescent light. And see it go all the way down into the bottom of your lungs, into every cell of your body. See it all lit up as gold. Down to your toes. Everything's. And when you breathe out a little longer than your breath in and breathe all the way down into the middle of Mother Earth. Let's do that about 2 more times. Breathe in, down to Mother Earth. Breathe in. Down to Mother Earth. All right. Let's take silver and breathe in silver. Give that, well, they're saying 2 times. Now, the silver represents the Earth Star chakra below our feet. So, see this Earth Star, this silver star under your feet. Breathe in silver. You can see the silver and the gold mixing, or just all silver or all gold, whichever you feel. All right. Let's do a ruby red, like a real sparkly ruby red. 2 breaths of that down into your root, down to the base of your spine. But also see that ruby sparkly red going down into Mother Earth and taking anything about your safety and security. Anything that feels off about that, let's give it to Mother Earth. All right, now let's see orange, real bright orange, sparkly. Let's breathe that in into our sacral chakra, right below our belly button. And see that whole area, that's where we create. That's our creational area. See all that mixed bright orange sparkly with the gold. And clear out anything there That one's usually pretty backed up, for a better word.
Yep.
So let's do another breath for the orange, orange sparkly at the sacral.
Mhm.
And see all that orange sparkly go down into Mother Earth. All right, let's breathe in a yellow, bright, sparkly yellow for sacral chakra. And really see the sun. I mean, the sun's talking to us right now.
Mhm.
Bring some of that sun into our where we hold our um, worthiness.
Mhm.
Let's bring in some more yellow sparkly. Let's do one more there because the sun is really speaking loudly to us.
Mhm.
And then see that bright yellow sparkly go down into the middle of Mother Earth and release anything that you don't feel worthy or whatever is holding you back from being who you truly are.
Mhm.
Okay, now we got a real bright emerald green and it's real sparkly too.
Yeah.
The heart chakra.
Nice. Yeah.
I feel so good. See it all in your chest area.
Mm.
That green sparkly light. Really giving yourself the self-love and acceptance.
Mm.
Let's give ourselves love and acceptance. I know we give it to others. Sometimes we forget about ourselves. Real emerald green sparkly. And
Mm.
anything that isn't that self-love, let's take that and put it down into Mother Earth to
Mm.
be, and everything that goes into Mother Earth is to be transformed and transmuted into unconditional love.
Beautiful. Mm.
All right. Then I don't, okay. Well, they're showing me a baby blue star sapphire for our throat.
Ooh. Oh, how
I know,
lovely.
it's really
Yeah.
cool. It's really
Uh-huh. I'm seeing Larimar, but that's close.
oh, I love
Uh-huh.
it.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Um,
I got this.
mm.
Whatever you prefer, baby blue star sapphire or Larimar, they're both
Mhm.
beautiful.
Mhm.
And that's for our throat. It's for receiving and
Speaking your truth.
sharing information. All of our information. How we speak. Speak to yourself with love. That's really coming in.
Mm.
You see that bright blue star, baby blue star lighting up, or the Larimar. Mm. So anything that isn't serving you, let's send that down into Mother Earth. Be transformed and transmuted. All right, now we got indigo blue, like a deep blue sapphire, and it's sparkly, and that's in our third eye. Clear that pineal gland.
Mm.
Do a couple of these because sometimes we just see too much, and we got
That's
to reduce
true.
a lot of that.
Yeah, that's true. We don't need to see everything. That's right.
Uh, so let that
Mm.
deep blue sapphire, sparkly blue sapphire,
Mhm.
clear out all of that, all those synapses, everything that connects to everything in the brain. And what doesn't belong anymore, let's bring that down into Mother Earth. Deep blue,
Mhm.
sparkly sapphire.
Mm. Mm.
All right, now I see I see the violet flame. I'm not
Yeah,
seeing it
Saint
again.
Germain. Saint Germain is here. Yes,
I
yes, I
love
saw
it.
the violet flame too.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what I see, is the violet
Uh-huh.
flame. And I'm not
Beautiful.
seeing, um, well, we could put a sparkly tanzanite in there if we like.
Yeah.
Clear out that, give that high vibrational, that's our guides, our guardians, our angels, our dragons, our elementals, all beings of the highest vibration of unconditional love. They're constantly information and downloads into us to
Mhm.
um,
The
help
light
us
codes.
jump this
We're getting
timeline.
bombarded
Yeah.
with
Oh
light
yeah,
codes.
the light bulbs are beautiful right now. So that's
Mhm.
that real
Yeah.
high white sparkly. It's above the crown,
Mm.
and that's coming
Mhm.
in. So breathe that in, and it's iridescent. I'm seeing.
Mhm.
So take that iridescent white and that violet flame, violet sparkly. Bring that down all the way into Mother Earth. Anything that needs to be cleared out there.
Mhm. Take the pressure off. Take the pressure
Yeah.
off the top of your
Oh,
head.
it
Yeah,
feels so good.
it does.
And then I see us breathing in a couple of deep breaths, and that's that white iridescent sparkly, but it's our
Mhm.
whole entire energy column from
Mhm.
from down into Mother Earth up into our guides and guardians, higher self,
Mhm.
and it's just being fleshed out with the sparklies, well,
Mhm.
iridescent colors. What I'm seeing.
Mhm.
Oh, and that's in all of our cells too. It's like all of our cells are this real high white
That's
vibration.
true. The astral body. Mhm.
Yeah, it feels so good.
It does. Mm.
I'm going to say thank you, Mother, Father, God. Thank you for guiding us. Thank you for showing us our next best step in every moment. We love you. Thank you.
I see a million points of light, and those that are here, we're all connected by the invisible points of light from all our communities all across the world. And um, we support and guide each other. We dream of it. We dream at night of each other. We astral travel together.
Yeah.
We are lucky. We are fortunate that we all remembered to meet here again.
I love that, Aley, because that's exactly what we did. We're all remembering who we are.
We're remembering, yeah. And there's
Oh,
nothing better than that right now.
no.
Right now, this is the way we keep ourselves not only grounded but also vibrating high. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank
Wow,
you.
that's so beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you all very
Yeah.
much. Love you.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Whew. Now I'm like, ooh, woo woo.
Oh, it gives me the goosebumps. Yes,
Ah,
remember.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
take out.
and we only have so we have the shadow of the Mercury retrograde ending around the 13th, and also all of this
Right.
activity ending around the
Oh,
13th. There's a purpose. There's a
yeah.
purpose
Well,
for
up,
all this.
yeah, building up, right? Building up to the 18th, right before the sun transitions into Gemini.
Yep.
We got that powerful couple build up this, well, it's building up now, right? So
Right.
there's
Right.
Sun, Venus,
Mhm.
Jupiter, and Uranus. Let that, because then Jupiter will go into Gemini shortly after. Um, that's a potent time period right there. I'd say
Yes.
right now until the 7th to the 18th.
Make use
Really
of it.
speak
Yeah.
your intentions.
Speak your truth.
Speak,
Speak your manifest your intentions. Know that everything is all available to all of you.
yeah,
There is no lack, no limitation.
no,
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
isn't. I mean, we are
Oh,
we are divine beings of unconditional love and truth, and
absolutely.
we just came out of a really, really tight, long,
We did.
hard period. And it's like
Mhm.
this is spirit saying, "Go for it." do your dream, whatever your wishes. And please don't think there's any limitations with money or time or space.
Yeah, there is. Yeah,
We
whatever we
love
choose,
ourselves.
whatever we're supposed to do, we have enough to do it. Yes.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so beautiful. Beautiful.
Very
What's
nice.
Diana saying? June 25th, Jupiter. Oh,
Into
Jupiter's into
Gemini and
Gemini.
Sedna.
It's
Oh,
Gemini's
that's
in,
okay. In Gemini. Oh, I see. Jupiter. Wow. Okay.
so
And that's
cool.
the
We
old
got,
air sign, you know.
yeah, well, Diana and I will be back together and we're going to bring in all this new astrology, but I don't think
Mhm.
we're going to see you. Oh, no, we are going to be live sometime next week.
Oh, good.
Diana and I, yeah,
Good.
are doing like once a week. We do the new moon
Yeah.
and full moon, but the other
Mhm.
2 weeks we're just coming into because there's so much going on. There's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
many aspects going on. There's so much information going on, and it's potent. And
Yeah.
it's best that we use this time because
Excellent.
Taurus season only comes around once a year, and
Mhm.
here we are. And I manifest. Your heart's desire. At
There
least
you
write
go.
the intention out. It's not going.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't happen in an instant,
It
but
will
you write
come with
that out.
spirit time. Yeah, it will
That's
come in
right.
spirit time. Yep.
That's
Yeah.
right. And that's how spirit works.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
intentions are everything. Thank you for
Absolutely.
having me. Thank you
Of
all.
course.
You're so
Thank you,
beautiful.
everybody, for being here with us and joining in on the circle. We didn't know what we were going to do, and this was fun. This was perfect. It always is. I just
Oh,
really, sometimes I just don't make a plan. I just go with the flow, and thank you for
thank,
being that way too. So
thank
you've
you.
given me an upliftment. I give it to you. Valerie and I will be back together in 2 weeks because every other
Okay.
week I do the story cards and every other week I do with Valerie. So we'll see you then. And Valerie's going to host. So we'll see
Yes.
you all. Much love. Much love. Happy Mother's Day. Have
Love
a
you.
beautiful weekend. Thank
Yes.
you so
Happy
much.
Mother's Day, Mother Earth, and all you
Yeah,
beautiful mamas. Love you.
definitely. Definitely. Love you guys. Bye bye. Till we meet again.